You got a problem to fix and you want to get it done. Call Robert Gibb and Sons.
Robert Gibb and Sons, a sponsor of Hutch's Weather, and did you know they are your commercial and residential experts since 1915? Whether you have a big project or small, they can handle it all. Give them a call, tell them Hutch sent you.
You got a problem to fix and you want to get it done. Call Robert Gibb and Sons.
Thanks for joining me. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson, and we finally have rid ourselves of some thunderstormy weather today across the valley, but it is set to return. It is hot, it is humid, and we'll take a quick look at what we expect as changes will be had as we head into your weekend ahead. Hey, thanks for saying hi. And again, thanks for following me on my Facebook page. The growth has been incredible, and I need you to, at my Facebook page, hit the follow button. That's a big help. And if you're not a Facebook follower and you're checking it out on the brand spanking new website, that's fantastic as well. But be sure at the top to fill out your email address. I can send you updates on when I think something real is important is heading our way. I won't sell your information. I'll keep everything on the down low, and it's just us kids because you, well, that's who I want to reach out to when the weather gets a little wild. Kathy, good to have you on board. Nathan, good to have you on board as well. Let's take a look at what we have going on with regards to our weather right now and in our area. Notice that it is very quiet with regards to the thunderstorm activity. Here you go. There's the radar. Nothing going on here. We could turn the radar switch off for the time being. And look at these temperatures. It is 90 degrees in Valhalla up there, Cavalier, 90 degrees, Hallock, 90 degrees, 91 in Grafton, North Dakota, and 87 all the way up in Baudette with 84 for Warroad. It's a hot one out there. Those north winds off the lake not really helping too awful much. Waskish, 84 degrees, Bemidji, 83 degrees, and in the FM area, we're at 84 out at Moorhead's Airport with an 89 degree reading right now in the at Fargo Hector International Airport. We have had some stormy weather in the Southern Valley, South Dakota. Windows broke out, huge hailstones from northern South Dakota through Richland County, where wind caused damage as well in many of these areas from storms yesterday. A nice break. Where are the storms and the storm risk today? Where you see the green areas here, a level 1 on a 5-level scale. Some flooding going on in central parts of Wisconsin and severe thunderstorms. But the main events today will be down near Cincinnati, Columbus, and Louisville, where we do have active severe thunderstorm warnings, and all of these icons here indicative of wind damage and flooding taking place as a line of storms blast its way in that direction. The oppressive heat through the nation's midsection continues. Kansas City, Springfield, all in heat warnings right now. Heat advisories elsewhere, where you see the orange boxes across the area for today. A few showers and storms rumbling their way through New Mexico, where we do have severe thunderstorms there. And in Lincoln, Nebraska, terrible storms last night knocked out power to more people than ever. Let me show you this. Looking at the power supply across the nation, here are where the power outages are the greatest, and check it out. You see the big red box there in the state of Nebraska. Read with me. Customers out of power, 116,000. That's 1/6 of the customers tracked right there. And how about Kansas? How about 12,000 without power there? And in Iowa, just 420 without power, even though those storms went through that area. Check out the aerial map in Nebraska and where the biggest power outages are. Oofta, right there in and around the Omaha area, with over 24,000 out in this county, 80,000 rather out in Douglas County and Saunders County, 3,500 plus without power. Well, we definitely had our challenges with the weather over the last 24 hours, but the heat and humidity will be the story as it is expected to continue. So we'll be warm and we'll be dry as we close out the work week and head into your weekend. But more storms are in the offing. Let me show you on the European model here as we take a look at the latest with regards to the forecast. On this model, I will zoom it into our neck of the woods so you can get a closer look at what's happening in your county here. As we look at the Dakotas and into Minnesota, even Montana. in Glendive. You can see right about there, Fort Peck and, well, up to Freud as well. All right. Now, as we take a look at your forecast going through the next 24 hours, here's what you can expect. We are going to have rainy weather down near the Twin Cities, and that's it. Then it's out of here. Then the heat dome here, the red line, you can see that heat just building in the southwest. It does continue. The humidity as well. High pressure moves right smack dab overhead on your Friday. That means sunshine aplenty, but the sticky tracker is on here as the label because it's still going to remain humid. I'll show you the humid tracker here in just one moment as we take a look at the storm chances. Saturday, a cool front begins to move through. We'll have a chance at some scattered showers and storms beginning in the afternoon across the area. Here you go. And as this cool front punches in from the north, we'll have a few strong ones along our southern counties, central Minnesota as well. This is Saturday afternoon and evening and into your Sunday. Then these red lines will start to dive south as we go through the forecast period. A rainy one as we go through Monday, not necessarily super stormy, although we could see a few embedded thunderstorms here. Some soaking showers for portions of the northern plains. That's how we begin the week. And then here comes a cool pool that settles in with some much cooler weather and a hit or miss storm here or there as we go into your midweek. That's a look at that. Now let's take a look at that humidity. One way we can look at that is looking at the dew point temperature. When it's in the 60s, like you see here in the blues, it's downright oppressive. Air you can wear. When it's in the 70s, it's ridiculous. I find it just uncomfortable, hard to wear, hard to dry off after a shower. Dew points in the 50s are more common in our area. It's going to be drier as we look through the next several days in our western counties in North Dakota. Oppressive humidity continues into Friday, but here comes the burp of drier air and cooler air gradually as we head through the latter part of the weekend. So the heat and humidity remain through Saturday, and then by the time we get to Sunday, we'll have a little bit of a reprieve from the hot, sweaty air that we've been contending with for the last several days, and a little bit of a break from the smoke as well. So here's what you need to know about your forecast as we head into our evening. The smoky haze should also be gone tomorrow. Brian, let me show you that too. Why not? Because you asked the question, and Hutch's weather is all about interaction. Here it is. Smoke in the skies. Let's go right to the near surface smoke. This is only for the next couple of days. Notice the break here. Most of the heavy smoke way down into Nebraska as we enjoy a burp of fresh air across the area. Now that's the surface smoke that you can smell. Here's a look at the depth of the atmosphere. We'll have a few areas of hazy skies above the ground drifting overhead in the very early morning hours of your Friday. That's midnight tonight. And then after that, it looks much quieter. So yes, indeed, the smoke takes a little bit of a break as we head through Friday and parts of the weekend. Hi, Hutch. Hot and humid here at Roy Lake, it says. Judy, thank you so much for your participation here. Oh boy, it's indeed hot and humid. And let's see, hot and humid here. We've got hot, humid weather also reported elsewhere across the valley. Smoky haze. Yep, we answered that. Watching from Rush Lake. Good to have you on, Shirley. Okay, so we've looked at that. Let's look at the digits, shall we? Your forecast summarized tomorrow morning. Temperatures generally in the 60s to near 70 to the south and to the south and east. Mostly clear skies, very light winds to start the day, and a little bit of that refreshing air starts working its way into northern parts of North Dakota. Now, the heat is on out to the west. The western Dakota's sizzle-worthy temperatures in the triple digits for Glendive, Montana. Look at this out near Belfouche in Buffalo, South Dakota, 102 sizzling degrees, mid-90s for much of the central part of the Dakotas as we remain hot, sunny, and dry. Light winds will ride temperatures all the way up into those upper 80s. I do believe heat index values will be quite high tomorrow, well into the upper 90s, and some areas out west could even be a little higher than that. So keep that in mind. Stay hydrated on your Friday, sunny weather. There's that chance of some showers and a rumble of thunder or two on your Saturday, and then the cool down takes place, dropping temperatures to seasonable for Sunday, but dry. More showers and thunderstorms here and there as we go through the first full week of the month of August. Scattered showers and thunderstorms could be widespread, and some areas could be downright cool on Monday with those showers. We'll keep you posted on that. Upper 60s to mid 70s at best, the way it looks right now. And we park in those mid 70s until later in the week with a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. That is a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. If you haven't had a chance to look yet, I've had a lot of awesome submissions from you. you can visit hutchesweather.com and upload your photos right here on my brand spanking new website. Again, hutchesweather.com. Scroll down to the bottom. You'll find the photo section. You click on that button, boom, you come to this page. Look at these awesome clouds that were drifting across the region over the last 24 to 48 hours. This is Barnesville. Look at that low cloud scraping the top of the trees, looking kind of ominous. That's called a roll cloud out ahead of the storm. Thanks, Kelsey, for sharing your view, and we could see it even here from the Moorhead area. Amber sharing this photo. Thanks, Amber. A super cool cloud is what it is, and that's a big old burp of cold air that's causing the creation of this cloud. It blew towards Fargo, but there was nothing ominous associated with it, as most of those storms were in South Dakota. An abundant, terrible amount of damage from storms across Lakes Country and beyond. Here's Alexandria. It almost looks like Caitlin here had a tree struck by lightning. There were trees down. There were windows without power. Hail as big as 3 and 4 inches in diameter reported across parts of northern South Dakota, southeast North Dakota, and west central Minnesota yesterday. And it looked like this in Comstock. Tiffany Qualley, always out there to capture Mother Nature, whether she's at her best or, well, more challenging like this day. Look at that super ominous cloud heading our way. Thanks for all of your submissions. I invite you to do the same, and I invite you to share your location so I can customize your forecast as well as your email address. And that way I can contact you when I feel things are getting a little bit weather wild. Here's more information on where you can find Hutch's Weather. I hope to get out and do a little car show tonight, so look for some photos and maybe some fun to be had, as Moorhead will have a few cruisers out there tonight. Hope to see you out. Otherwise, have a wonderful evening, and we'll check back in with a forecast update right here on Hutch's Weather.